here we are in Minecraft on a deserted island. There's a few things we need to do in order to survive the night. Because what's going to happen is that sun is going to rise and then it's going to fall. And when it falls, that's when darkness descends on us, and that's when the bad things come out of the dark at night and hunt me down and try to eat me.
When did I first hear about Minecraft? Where was I when JFK was assassinated, basically, kind of thing?
Like, your awareness of Minecraft did not come from a magazine cover. It's like you hear it a couple times in the hallways and like, what was that?
It accelerated so quickly, obviously, that it's hard to recall that starting point, because after that, obviously, it caught like wildfire.
It's a very unique success story, really.
In the past, 5 to 10 years, there's been some brilliant moments in gaming, and Minecraft is definitely one of them. Happy New Year!
Everything's sort of happening at once. You have this very clear starting point.
Yeah, and I took a week off during the Christmas and New Year's, and it was just almost emotional, kind of weird, oh, okay, all this has happened. I haven't really relaxed until now, and then when I came back to the office, it felt really good. And just first thing I did was work 12 hours.
Let's just start with growing up in Sweden.
Yeah.
What area of the country were you originally from?
Well, the first 7 years of my life I lived out in the countryside in a place called Edsbyn.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit north in the country. Very snowy winters, at least that's how I remember them. Really warm summers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we went out, walked around in the woods, just getting lost, basically.
Yeah.
And I did that and programming was basically my two hobbies. No, I've been programming since I was 8 or something. Mm-hmm. I kind of always knew that I wanted to make games. And I said so in school to my career counselor thing. And she said, oh, well, that's probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what he likes to do. You know, but he always made games. You know, I always found it interesting to like try out his games, and like, I was like, yeah, you're a genius. I liked like hanging out at his place, and he would like, you know, be on the computer, and I like hearing that sound. So, but it's very much like an artist, because he has so much integrity in his work.
Marcus and I, we've been friends for the 4.5 years that we worked together at King, and we became close, and we had a lot of fun. And then, of course, he had the success because he left King to start. Basically, he wanted to do games in his free time. And while we were working at King, we were allowed to make games in our spare time, but we couldn't do it as a business. And he wanted to try that. I was sad, of course, that he left, because we had a great time at King. You know, I lost my best buddy, my best working buddy, but I wasn't worried for him, and I mean, we stayed in touch regardless.
So I left to make my own games, and the first thing I was going to do was just going to be like a 6 to 12 month project, and it kind of turned into what Minecraft is now fairly soon.
But in the beginning, it was so basic. You can place blocks on other boxes or blocks. And so it's so yeah. I got to be there and look at it from the start.
Of course, in the beginning, the world was more limited. You had the edges. You would fall off.
I don't think anybody could predict the success of Minecraft from looking at it back then.
I really liked the game from the start. This is like a digital Lego, you know. You have blocks, you can build things, and people are like, oh, this doesn't sound so fun. You know, it's hard to explain. I usually say, okay, but it's about surviving as well. You have monsters, you have to fight, you have to build your house and collect stuff to be able to survive. So it's a bit like being stuck on a desert island, like figure out what to do.
Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks, where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains. Venture down to the darkest caves. Build anything you want. Day or night, rain or shine. Because this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in.
But yeah, I usually tell people, well, you have to try play it in a way you won't understand.
To be honest, I really didn't understand the power of the game in the beginning. I think at the point where Marcus took me aside at the office and said, I really need to focus on this, and he told me about the success and you know what kind of numbers he had, then I realized that this is going to be something big.
First it was 40 sales per day, and it's like 10,000 sales a day, you know.
I don't remember the date, but when I had 1 million Swedish crowns in the account was definitely one of the bigger like milestones. And I got like a printout of the receipt, showed Elin, jokingly said, well, they say the first million is the most difficult. Like I didn't expect to make another million. I did. Yeah.
You know, it's been like this process of constantly like being amazed.
Then like early this year it got like a big popularity spike, and then I decided that I probably need to start a company here because I can't keep up with like the demand on the game. I called Jacob and just told him, just quit your job. We're starting a company.
With the success of Minecraft, we get the chance to actually do something like this. I'm not going to turn that down.
So and now we're 7 people and we have an office, and it's a new year and it's final beta.
It's a very unique success story, really. The problem is that Minecraft never had a publicity department, a PR department. They just did it all virally and through word of mouth. And, you know, it sold 3 million copies off that.
If you are not familiar with this game is amazing. I love this game so much. I've been watching a ton of videos on YouTube. I've been playing a ton of this game.
It's just something really magical about when it first came out and nobody knew much about it and we're all learning at the same time.
Have you seen this crazy thing? Look at this. Look what you can do with it here. And look at people talking about it, and I could not comprehend what they were talking about. I was like, you did what in this game? This is insane. I can't imagine it functions like you say it does.
Let's talk Minecraft. You've probably seen it popping up everywhere lately. If you have not played it yet, though, we're about to school you because it's one of the best gaming experiences out there right now.
And I remember loading it up for the first time, and just nothing, right? Just nothing. You're just standing there with 2 hands. And so I hit a tree and wood came out. I was like, oh no. Like I could already see like the spiral. It was like I hit this tree and wood came out, and then I hit the ground and rock comes out. It's like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. And then it's that first night that you spend like holed up, right? All you can dig out is maybe like 4 squares before it gets dark, and you just pile blocks up as the zombies run around outside. That moment, like I won't ever forget that. I mean, that is a moment in video gaming that will always be with me. And to me, that was what sparked my interest in the game. Like, holy cow, I can do whatever I want here.
And so that's the first part of this game, which is, exploring and collecting resources. Now,
people saw the potential in it, and if you had the opportunity to play it at a friend's, or you saw a video on YouTube, for example, I think the game pretty much sold itself.
This is my house here, as you can see. All you do is you put it in the center here like this, and then set a fire to it. Now, not always, but most of... Sorry guys, this is not supposed to happen. Crap. Oh, no way. Yeah. You have got to be kidding me.
You know, a lot of people that saw those videos were instantly in love with the game too, just by watching someone else play.
Okay, it is time I go exploring. Where should I go? I'm going to climb to the top of this, and I'm going to see what is up.
I'm joining Stu, and we're in the Minecraft multiplayer. We're exploring the cave here. Whoa! Jesus, that scared the crap out of me! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Pull this switch here, and the flood starts. Plop, 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 plop goes the wheat. Plop, 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 plop. Moves its way down here until it gets to the very end and drops into my collection tray.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, holy shit, bro. Oh, dude, you're so lag.
Yes!
No, I blame it on lag. Damn it.
You guys take cover. They're firing arrows at us.
Diamond! Yes! Oh! Oh my god, there's more. Yes. Oh my god, 7 diamond from 1.
What's wrong? Oh, what's nothing? It's a skeleton. I'll kill it for you. I killed it! Yay! No, 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 no. What's wrong? You're jumping into lava! What do you mean? You're being so bad at Minecraft. You're in lava.
Oh,
You're
man.
dying. I died. That's okay, Mom. That's okay.
And you know, this game had a really special community around it. I think that's a fascinating story that, you know, before the magazines and the TV shows were covering it, there was a whole community that was loving this game and supporting it, and it was really self-sufficient at that point. So that could have existed sort of in its own little bubble, but then the world found out about Minecraft.
All right, what are you?
Creeper.
A creeper?
Yeah.
What's a creeper?
I don't know. A creeper is something that blows up when you touch him.
Oh, yeah?
Sure. This is our fancy sign. Here you go. Welcome. As you can see, it's looking really awful right now. So we're going to remake a lot of things. Yeah, I can show you around. And here we are, the office space. We have a PC section and a Mac section. We're thinking about having sort of a Minecraft wallpaper here. So this is Jacob. He's one of the co-founders of Mojang. Over there we have Jeb. He's a game developer. He's sort of the first person to dive into the Minecraft code. Yeah, so over here we have Daniel Kaplan. He's the business developer. Exactly. And here he is, Notch. I'm sort of showing them around the office. And you are Notch.
I am Notch.
Yes. He's the reason why we're all here.
Yes. I am God.
Yes. That's right.
I am not God. Did I say I'm God on camera?
Yes, I think you did.
Yes.
I heard that Notch was starting up a company. I played and heard about Minecraft before, obviously, but I didn't know that he wanted to take it to the next level. Mm-hmm. So I just sent him an email. Hey, do you need an artist? Got a reply. We met up and kind of hit it off. I think immediately started joking about prostituting ourselves to elderly men and stuff like that. So that's it, really. And now I'm here.
Mm-hmm. It's also fun to be a part of this so early and really be with the core team. I don't know how big we're going to be in the future, but it's fun to be from almost the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I started here 2 days ago on Monday. Went in, signed the contract, and just started working.
Welcome to Mojang. Great.
You've worked here
I've worked here for 4 hours now, so yeah.
I've got 600 followers on Twitter since Monday. I had a thread on Reddit discussing me.
It's just an awesome place to be right now. It's like I catch myself walking down the street or just thinking that, there's not a job out there that I would rather have, that I would trade in for this.
I hope he doesn't miss us and hit the other guy.
Punch his pal in the face and they're all gonna fall at that. This is exciting.
Are they gonna hit it from the other side now?
Yes.
Here we go. Whoa!
Yay! So it feels really good, and it's very interesting what's going to happen. We're going to have like a strategy meeting day thing, trying to work out what we're actually going to do.
Let's do that again. Can we do that again?
That's awfully bouncy. Yeah. We have to decide what actually like the full version of the game is. That's kind of the first step, I guess. Then the next step is to do that.
Minecraft's a very dynamic game, and it's because it's still in development at the moment. That means that it's continually being updated with new stuff, and things are changing.
Back in like the 80s and the 90s, when you would get a game on PC, or much more often when you would get a game on console, when you got the game, that was it. The game was done. The game wasn't going to change. And we've seen that change bit by bit, and certainly it's happened more on PC, where people can patch and update games. But I think none of that prepared anybody for how malleable and evolving Minecraft was going to be. I mean, to the point that you could buy the game ultimately more than a year before it was actually going to be finished, and play the game as the creators were updating the game.
And then slowly but surely it kind of, built attention and anticipation about where it was going to go.
So this is just like the major headlines of things we should add now. Yeah, I think it's a bit like, it's a weird way of making a game. You just put it out and kind of keep working on it as you're making it, so it's kind of hard to say, is it released or is it not released? I try to make sure it's like, yeah, this is not the game, I'm just working on it and you can play it while I'm making it. Kind of, hopefully. Should we go out with any dates, or should we just say this will be released when it's done? Or should we like try to put up a date and try to build hype?
I think date and hype. I'm also that.
Yeah. I think there's a difference between this and many other games in that Minecraft has so many so many users and so many players already. And as we develop these things, we're not gonna develop in a lump and just put them all overnight and say, okay, play this game now it's done.
No.
It's gonna come, every other week or so. It's gonna be a small update or a small change. So can we really live up to a hype? This is finally the finished product, and I say, yeah, but it's the same product as last week. And I think
it's a bit intimidating. I felt much more just confident, just going day to day and just doing things as it went. I don't think that works though if you have a company. I'm a bit like, I don't really know what Minecraft Final will be yet, but I think we kind of got some kind of rough estimate, I think.
The new roadmap. Yes. We probably missed a bunch of things. But I think this is a good basis.
Yes.
Oh, there they are.
But they want to film us eating the muffins. I think so too.
So, since we sort of missed it, could you just explain what happened with the IGF today?
Yeah, they announced the IGF finalists, and Minecraft got in 3 categories. This was the main prize, technical excellence, and design.
Design, yes.
Yeah. So the main one, the grand one, technical and design, which is really cool.
Marcus, when he emailed me, he said, I'm hoping to win some independent game awards. And I think he didn't really know, what all these awards were, but it was sort of a big trip to America, really to, meet the press and meet the industry for the first time. And yeah, I think everyone then was starting to realize that Minecraft wasn't some fluke. It wasn't, something that was kind of coming and going. It was building, it was growing. And that's what was great about it, is this virus was starting to spread.
Hey, nice heads.
Thank you. I have to say it's an honor to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Hi.
We're from high school. We just came here to meet everyone to see you.
Oh, cool. Hi.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We all play Minecraft.
Oh, cool.
Hi.
It's an honor to meet you.
You too. Man, you inspire us.
Oh, cool.
I'm glad
Awesome.
I gotta shake your hand one more time.
Yeah, of course.
Notch.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you. My name's John.
Hi, John.
I was wondering if you could sign this for me.
Absolutely.
Hi.
My name is Ray.
Hi, Marcus.
It's amazing, and I spent so much hours on it. I can't believe I'm meeting you. It's so fantastic. But, awesome. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you. Hi. Hello. Hur var det? Lådorna gick fort, hörde jag.
And it's fascinating to me to see that happen and, see someone like him show up at GDC not knowing what to expect, and then just have this constant deluge of people coming up to him saying, I love the game. That's when I think it probably really hit him that, Minecraft had grown into something that people just weren't playing. It was something that people were loving.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Going back to what we talked earlier about, I told you that my daughter likes Minecraft. I met Shigeru Miyamoto 2 years ago, and he said, I'm going to meet the creator of Mario, yeah, whatever. Now I was told I was going to meet you. She said, oh.
Yeah.
How many new friends have you made since you became successful? How many relatives have come out of the woodwork?
Well,
How many lost cousins?
I probably shouldn't answer that.
Yeah, I only really just met you, but you seem exceptionally cheerful, like a cheerful man. Like you just seem a happy man. But I'm wondering if that is a reason, like because of your success, you're always kind of quite chippy and.
I've known him for a long time. Yeah. No, he's a total drag. No, he's not.
Yeah,
hope so. I try to feel so, but I still have this kind of weird feeling that I don't really belong. And I think it's called actually the imposter syndrome. This is like an actual term for it. You feel like you're just faking it. And I think it's gone too fast or something, so I don't really feel like... But yeah, I'm slowly trying to realize that people actually do like the game, which is kind of a weird thing to say. But when you're just sitting in front of your computer, you just see the numbers. It's not the same thing as actually meeting the people.
Do you feel like you'll need to do a couple more games to really feel confident in your own ability?
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of weird. It's when I kind of grew up, like famous people to me, like John Carmack and stuff, were not really like actual people. They were like forces of nature almost that just did awesome things. And now people tell me, like, not everyone, but some people say, like, yeah, you're the Carmack of this generation. And to me, there's no way that can be true, because that guy is, well, obviously very talented at what he does, and I just made a game. And I kind of realized that, like, on the surface it sounds like the same thing. He made a game, I made a game, but it doesn't really feel like it's the same thing.
I kind of feel that all the time with the success with Minecraft. It's kind of hard to fully understand it, even to this date. I mean, we're starting to see it because we get so much feedback and so many questions from big companies and people want to do business with us and stuff. So we start to grasp that. I'm constantly thinking that maybe this is just a really fragile thing. That we have this attention now, but we have no idea where we're going to be in 1 year.
I mean, on one hand, it would be kind of cool to have this kind of run, then kind of slide into obscurity again and be like nobody and just do my own thing again.
I think everyone feels a bit like that, more or less, and maybe some people don't even know how to express that feeling. But he's very aware of his own feelings. So I think it's just that he knows how to express that, because I can recognize that from when you start a new job or people say you're good and this or that, and you're like, oh, they don't know, I'm really just been lucky or this or that, I think that's just human.
Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new bonus round. I'm Geoff Keighley. This week at the Game Developers Conference, and this time we're going to look at the independent game scene. There have been some amazing indie games that have come out over the past few years. We've got an all-star panel to tell us about what's going on in the independent games movement. Although Minecraft, you're a bit of a rock star right now, Marcus, with the success of Minecraft and all your fans out there. Yeah. I mean, how do you look at the indie movement? Because you've really sort of entered the scene here, in the past year in a big way with Minecraft. How do you define indie?
Yeah, for me, I think indie there's a lack of a label for it. It's kind of a concept of people making games for the sake of making games, or exploring games as an art form, perhaps. I think a lot of the large studios make games to make money, or make games to make a sequel, or to make a brand, but to make games just for the sake of making a game, coming from that angle, I think that's kind of the definition of indie for me.
So here we're going to get a little philosophical, because in my opinion, games have the potential to be what I call the preeminent art form of the 21st century, sort of in the way that film was in some sense the preeminent art form of the 20th century. I figure we're about where film was in 1905. Whereas you think about it, in 1896, they first filmed Fred Ott sneezing and well, oh my gosh, there's a guy sneezing, I can play it back, But it was a long time between then and Birth of a Nation in 1915 or 1917, where it's kind of the first quote-unquote modern film where hey, they didn't realize early on that you could film a movie in a different sequence than you showed it. The concept of editing was they had to figure that out. They couldn't move the camera. They didn't know you could move the camera, all of these things. And so I feel like we're really, really early in games, but I think they have the potential. I mean, the way people interact with art and entertainment, whether it's music or film or literature or any of these things, is primarily at an emotional level. The emotions that we support as games is basically power fantasy right now, whereas if I asked you to make a game about two people falling in love, you'd be like, I have no idea how. There's just no way to approach that problem. We just don't have any idea. And I think you see this in Minecraft, which is the thing everybody mentions, the UGC component of it. But then the gameplay that everyone talks about is just surviving the first night. That's the magical thing that people talk about, and that is a very human scale thing. You're not saving the world. You're just trying not to die.
Oh yeah. All right, good stuff. Got it. All right, thanks guys. You happy with it? Yeah, I think it was good. Awesome. What'd you guys? Yeah. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, video games. Video game award shows. Which came first? In the early days of the games industry, it really felt different than it did now. Mostly it felt isolated because the internet was not around. So you just knew the people at your company, and if you're lucky, you made friends at the Game Developers Conference. It was like the only time during the year you'd see other people who had the same problems as you, or were in the same boat as you were. So it was a lot more kind of like islands, like people making games were on their own island making their game, and then you put it out there and you'd wait for a magazine review to come in, and that was your feedback, So, but now it's like everything's so instant. You can put an unfinished game up on the internet, for example. Well, that would be crazy. Who would do that? And the award for best downloadable game goes to Minecraft.
Thank you.
And the innovation award goes to Minecraft. And the choice awards for best debut game goes to Minecraft.
Yeah, GDC. God, I didn't expect us to win in anything. I didn't dare even hoping it. I was just... Well, I kind of had this I hope we win at least something, or I'm gonna cry. Then we won 5 awards, which was way beyond what I even dared hoping. We started figuring it out when we got the center front table. Something big was gonna happen, but I still didn't dare counting on it. But then we won just a bunch of awards, and it was just ecstatic and didn't really know what to do. And it's still the biggest night of my life.
Please join me in honoring Creative Director of Microsoft Game Studios Europe and co-founder of both Bullfrog Productions and Lionhead Studios, Peter Molyneux.
I never believed, never in my wildest dreams did I believe that I'd be standing out here and getting a Lifetime Achievement Award.
The very moment I first saw Minecraft, the very second I first saw it, it was like, the world changed for me a little bit. What I did, immediately I went round to everyone and said, you've got to go and play Minecraft, you've got to look at this game. And a lot of people, a lot of my colleagues, Lionhead and Microsoft, and they looked at it, and some people looked at it and said, this is ridiculous, where's the tutorial, where's the challenges, where's the, there's this list of game must-haves. And Minecraft broke every single one of those formulas. It is in a way a social Lego, when Lego used to be a creative toy, which I don't think it is so much anymore because it's much more prescriptive. It's really interesting how Lego at the moment is like traditional games design. It's buy the box, open the box, turn to the instruction sheet, make the model, stick it on the shelf, buy the next box. That's exactly like traditional game design. Buy the game, go through the challenges, finish the challenges, stick it on the shelf, buy the next game. Where Lego used to be just a big box of bricks, and you used to take the bricks, pour them on the carpet, and then make stuff. And that's exactly what Minecraft is. There was no instruction booklet, but that's really what this points to, is just how conventional game studios, how complacent they were with the games that they were making. And this industry desperately needs things like Minecraft to come along and say, slap us around the face and say, hang on a second, all those things that you thought were absolutely certain in your life, they're not certain anymore.
Definitely grown. I think we all are. I mean, it's an experience that I think very few people will ever experience. There are a few companies in the world that have experienced this kind of growth. It's very inspiring.
So we kind of tried to figure out exactly what we're gonna do with the company now.
Okay, so we discussed this before.
I think as soon as
I sometimes find it hard to concentrate.
I don't think we have the grand master plan of world domination. This seems fun now. Let's go for it. And I think that's great.
If I would have been Marcus, I would have, doing blow of hookers' asses. That's what I've been telling people. But seeing how he still remains so humble and sort of grounded in reality, that's extremely reassuring for someone like me,
I'm very pleased. Good.
Hello. Hello. My name is Marcus. I'm really rich. I'm gonna ruin this shot by looking into the camera.
I couldn't get that low.
We had a great party on Thursday, celebrating 2 million. Do you want to sum it up?
I was just going to ask if it was good because I don't remember it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else remember?
Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
I'm really envious of the new crop of game makers out there, like Marcus and other people who are just doing it themselves, like all by themselves, or maybe with one or two people on their team, because they keep the cost down, they can self-publish, and they've just made so much more money. Just like, that's the secret. When you take someone else's money to make your game, you have to give them all your money after you're done. Not that I'm bitter.
I think we all want to stay small, and we want to stay in control, and we want to stop the world looking in. It's very, 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 very hard to do so. I mean, I think the perfect size for me is once you reach over 20 people, that's when it gets really tough. Because then you need to have another layer of people to manage the people that are there. And when you can all fit in one office and you can stick your head up and say, oh, what's that you're working on? Or, look at this, everybody, that's a perfect size. But once you get over that, it's really, really tough. So if I was doing it all again, I would say exactly what Marcus is saying. I would say, I'm going to stay small.
I don't want like a big office with like 150 people and it kind of turns into a 9-to-5 job. I would say I'm afraid of doing what id Software did, but I'm not going to say that because that's rude against id Software. I mean, their games aren't as fun as they used to be. I mean, they look better. I mean, the megatexture stuff is really amazing, but I'd rather play a fun game. And I want us to make fun games, not just big production games. But ideally for me, it would just be like me and a box of Red Bull.
I'm gonna play Dark Ritual. Get some 2 cultists.
Yeah, someone could like discard. You could discard.
It's an action.
Yeah. So maybe that you.
Yeah, I will next time. Yeah.
What's the next big event coming up, E3?
Yeah. We have the E3, which is basically not for indie game developers at all. It's just about spending money and launching titles. I have to go, apparently. I mean, it's a cool trip, and I really like going to the E3, but I kind of want to code.
Can I get a hug? Oh, thank you so much for this game. I bring Koba from the chat.
Oh, cool!
Finally,
that's why. That's why I recognized it. I was like, no one ever think I know it. What's a hug? I probably know it.
Well, you probably get so many people coming up to you.
Yeah.
So it's wearing the Steve shirt.
To ensure we can accommodate everyone's carry-on baggage, please place smaller items under the seat in front of you and larger items in the overhead bins above your row.
Yeah, we started the podcast in 2010, in October 2010. And this is maybe about a month after we actually started playing the game. So in a month's time, we knew it was something special enough that we wanted to devote our lives to talking about and to producing a show. So we did know it was going to be something big and something special. Mm-hmm. And I forgot what you asked already.
This is, for people who don't know, this is where we talk about what we've been doing over the past week since the last episode. But I've also been watching my son play Minecraft, which has been fascinating because...
Yeah, like the Schafer podcast guys, for example. I'm like, wow, this is like more than an hour just about Minecraft. It still like blows my mind. It's like, wow, they're actually just talking about this game. That, it's amazing.
So this is from Nergok, who said, I have to thank you guys for suggesting listening to a book while playing Minecraft. It's greatly improved my Minecraft enjoyment.
And we try to be on time, never skip one. Except we missed one episode because tornadoes ripped up our city. But that was the one we missed. So.
And honestly, when that happened, the community got together, and awesome girl Satori Love pulled all this information from the community, and basically it was an appreciation show for us that she gathered all this material so we didn't have to do anything. I mean, I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now. It's just amazing community around the show and around this game.
Community is always going to be probably the most important thing when it comes to Minecraft, because that's what makes it bigger than itself.
It's very cool to see, people are so involved and really making something that's just about this game.
I do think that there is something to be said for the fact that so many people are excited about the game, and they are excited to share their excitement with other people. And I do think there's a synergy from that. I've never seen anything like this. It has so much universal appeal over so many different kinds of people. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, Minecraft, because it's such an open experience, an open world, kind of naturally lends itself to be populated by these subcultures of machinima creators or podcasters or live streamers or, Yogscast is certainly one of them, I think.
We met because we both were in the same World of Warcraft guild. So we met in a thoroughly nerdy way and ended up doing a thoroughly nerdy job, which is effectively playing Minecraft. That's our job, isn't it?
Well, it's not just video production, but basically we do get paid to play Minecraft.
Dude, there's something up there in that cave.
Is there?
Yeah, it's a green thing, look, bouncing.
Oh, Christ almighty, it's a creeper.
It's gone.
Yeah, those are very, very
gone,
bad.
Simon.
They follow you and they explode. Don't go towards it. It'll see you.
We don't script anything, we just play the game and record it and put it on YouTube. So a lot of people watch it.
Good morning. So we hit 1 million subscribers this morning. I'm going to go and wake Simon up with one of these. Morning, Simon. I got you a coffee. You alright?
But it doesn't pay, super well. You only get sort of 0.0001 cent per view, but because we have 1 million views on a video, that actually ends up adding up to enough. So it is a big audience of people, and I think we probably do it a bit better than most, which is why we're just kind of above.
But we're still modest. It's kind of like a journey for me, playing Minecraft and watching how it's changed over the months and months, and and thinking, you know, in a few months' time, how different is it going to be? And I guess it is kind of nice to have almost feel like you're a part of that because you've experienced that as a gamer.
Since you're in debug mode, you can just change the code and just instantly changes, which is very, very efficient. Yeah, I could do anything. You can make arrows explode when they hit the ground instead. Arrow in ground. There we go. When doing a game, it's more about what do you expect from a game and trying to play around with those expectations. That's kind of the most fun part. Let's give it a bigger explosion. There we go. Oh, is that thunder?
We're thinking about launching the Minecon site tomorrow at 9 a.m.
And how many tickets are available for this event?
I think it's about 9,000.
9,000?
Or something, it's insane.
Minecon is basically a celebration of the launch of Minecraft.
Do you think it's reasonable time to do it in November?
We can.
It would be cool to sort of do a live deployment on stage when they deploy the 1.0 version. That would be cool.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. We haven't put up the site where people can register yet, so we have no idea how many are going to show up, and we signed the papers already with the hotel. I mean, at least a couple of hundred should show up, I think, but I have no idea.
It is a collaborative medium. Developers and gamers collaborate. We are makers, we are creators. And that's why we're here today, because we're going to celebrate that collaboration between developers and gamers. So I'm very, very grateful for everyone who's come to join us today. And I think it is particularly fitting that our first presenter today is Mojang, because it's hard to imagine a game that would, like Minecraft, that would flourish because it breaks so many conventions and basically hands the creative keys over to the gamers. And that is truly revolutionary. And so I am very, very pleased to introduce Marcus Notch Passion and Lydia Winters, who are going to show you the Minecraft Adventure Update. Please welcome them.
Minecraft is why we do what we do, because you are literally looking into the future when you see Minecraft. You know, like I said, we will always have these genres, we always have the traditional stuff, but this is the future of gaming. You know, this collaboration, this emphasis on creativity, on freedom, and it's thrilling to be able to be here and say, yes, I was there when it happened.
He obviously knew he was creating building blocks, but I don't think anybody could have expected how ready so many millions of people were to take those building blocks and say, okay, I'm going to create stuff in the game. I don't think anybody could see that coming.
Sorry, that was really horrible.
Oh, it's okay.
It's good that I left, because you would have been very alarmed that I was going to die. The fact in God games you kind of own the world isn't as important as owning your own house. And that, you know, that idea of building and creating and almost modding as part of the game experience is why it's far better than a God game and a game that I've done. For sure. No, for sure. It's just fact. It's fact. Because of Minecraft, I think it has changed my view of what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I still really believe that I have got one great game, you know, inside one great game idea that I can inspire a team to turn into a real idea in me.
Well, everyone in the studio is huge fans of Minecraft.
Oh, cool.
It is amazing when you do something like that, and then it becomes this expression of everybody's creativity.
It's such a cool place to, you know, build and grow a community and meet friends. I wouldn't even call Minecraft a game anymore. It's come so much further than that. It's a platform. It's a platform for us to develop our architectural side, our creative nature. It lets us be ourselves, communicate with people, and create things that we maybe didn't think we ever could, but now we can.
Anytime I get on that server, I get astounded by the imagination, the creativity of the people that are on there. And my jaw just hits the ground. I just can't believe what the people, A, have the design sense to accomplish. Just, I can't do it. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm looking at this stuff, I'm like, wow. And I'll tell them, I'll say, this is fabulous, this is fantastic. How do you do this?
Hi there, everybody. This is Halcoon, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how I really don't play Minecraft like other people. Now, first thing you're going to notice is I'm kind of staring at a corner of a very, very deep well, and it's made out of bedrock, and it's very, very high, and I'm sure you're probably thinking, why Halcoon? That is a very, very deep well, and I'm going to show you the reason why. It is currently holding this. This is a 1-to-1 scale model of the Starship Enterprise. I just got finished putting the framework together. I haven't slept yet, so I'm going to be a little loopy as I show you what I got here. So you can see there's some scaffolding still up there. So why don't we take a walk, shall we? Pretty much.
I reverse 6502 code for fun. So I have disassembled source code from Final Fantasy 1. I have disassembled source code from ProDOS for the Apple II that I've taken apart, and that's what I do. I find these programs and take them apart. I've been reverse engineering application software for like 10 years. I'm actually active in a community where we've been disassembling Final Fantasy VII for the last decade. Pretty much I'm all over the map when it comes to just things, intellectual property law. I do the reverse engineering, I do the marketing. So it's because I'm live in a very tiny apartment and I'm often bored. Let me see if I can find my enterprise. So we're sitting at 8,984,531, and I need to update these badly.
What are some of the comments here that we got?
Nerd, I need a girlfriend, what a geek, the Virgin Diaries, because evidently I'm a virgin too.
I don't think that you guys have never really appreciated how absolutely huge the Enterprise is, but I don't know, it's kind of a shock for you. This thing is fucking enormous.
People who don't play Minecraft just looked at this and goes, what on earth did that nerd do? And a lot of people, when they saw this too, they saw the video, and they never, you know, when Minecraft was getting all trendy and everyone's like, I don't want to play, it sounds like everyone's just getting on the bandwagon. And I remember when someone saw my video and they posted underneath it, okay, I get it. I understand now. Now I see why this is such a game, why everyone's playing this game.
Before, when you would go on YouTube and you saw somebody who modeled the Enterprise, you'd think, wow, that's incredible. I could never do that. I don't have the knowledge of these modeling software. Like, I can't do that. But when you see Minecraft, a Minecraft Enterprise, you're like,
You think, well, if I have
you
one-
couldn't. Let's be clear. Like, you could never do that. But there's a part of you that thinks, if I just had the time.
It's sort of democratized.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone has the same pieces. Yeah, in this, you're making it out of something.
Yeah.
And there's a being in there that is doing it, right? So it's much easier, I think, to map yourself to that.
This is Voyager. There's the Enterprise E. There is the Klingon Bird of Prey. So we can make these ships, take these blocks and put them in this world where we can build our ships with these blocks, and then, you know, wire them up, give them life and see what happens. But if you have something, take it and try going in a completely different direction. You know, take the seeds of it and then see what else you can do. I don't want to see bigger and better. I want to see this way or that way.
Hey guys, I just want to show you a project I've been working on in Minecraft. It's up here, or at least a good view of it is. This is a arithmetic logic unit. And an ALU is found in every processor because it does math.
When the Minecraft Enterprise came out, the computer came out at about that same time.
It is 16 bits, and somewhat slow and big and unwieldy. But it's implemented in a video game. What do you want? I have it set up hopefully so that when I add registers and RAM, probably not very much RAM, and a program counter, it'll be a legit computer. Okay, so this is the ALU of a basic computer. So this is the output, these are the inputs, and these are the controls. I'm gonna do 2 plus 1. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna turn that on so it adds it. And we look over here, there's a huge bus taking all the values from the end of the ALU all the way back over here. So bitwise, we added 2 plus 1, we get 3, which is 1, 1 in binary. There it is. It can only add, really, but multiplication is just adding over and over again, division is subtracting over and over again, and subtraction is just adding a negative number. If pieced together they can do any operation that a regular computer can do.
What's the capacity of something like this?
Okay, this has 4 bytes of memory. I would say in Minecraft you could probably build 512 bytes of RAM, which 256 bytes is the amount that was in an Atari 2600. So that kind of gives you a feel. So you could probably double that. So here's the entire computer. Here you can see the connections, you can see the crossover, you get a very visceral way to appreciate what's going on inside these things that we can't see anymore. There's not just a disconnect between regular people, even programmers just usually take it on faith that they click a button and now all the stuff they wrote can be, can be run. That this disconnect even translates into people who are supposed to know what's going on is really interesting. But there's definitely this class of machines we have now that are tantamount to magic, and we just see them go and watch them do all these amazing things and nod and say, okay, so this is where we are right now in the chain of us moving from the present to the future. And now there's going to be even cooler things. And that's just kind of where it stops. And you don't say, okay, how does this work? What are we really doing? I hope you guys check in later to see this once I have a few other finished chunks done. Thanks for watching.
Infrastructure is such a key part of Minecraft's success, I think. It's because it's a game about sharing, so you just need that infrastructure in place to share either your creations or your the things that you've engineered in game, like a color printer. I saw somebody made last week to share those ideas, right? Those ideas need places to move around, and without YouTube, without Twitter, message boards, community sites, I mean, wouldn't have been as successful for sure.
So I'm gonna now show you some pictures of some of the cooler things we found that people have built in Minecraft.
Whoa, the Eiffel Tower. What? That is so cool. How did they do that? Okay, that is a lot of work. That looks pretty cool.
I would never have thought of that.
Ooh, a castle.
Is that Hogwarts?
It is.
I'm smart.
No, you're a nerd. It's self-perpetuating in that way. Because people create things and they spend time creating things, they want to share those things. So automatically more people and new people are hearing about that game in a contextual way. They're not watching an ad, they're saying, hey, I made this. You can do this too. Do you want to play?
I found out through, was it Tycho's post on Penny Arcade? I'm not sure. But yeah, I heard about it there, and my best friend was like, hey, it's a game where all you do is mine and craft. And I was like, really now?
I definitely wanted to spread the word too,
Yeah, there was an evangelical sort of.
It was at the very beginning of the big takeoff of the game, right?
Yeah.
And so there wasn't a lot of material out there about what it was like to actually play it. Like, this game will suck you in and you are in trouble.
And then you introduce your son to it, and every time I would go over to your house, he was playing it the entire time.
Yeah, still is.
Hours.
Every night, hours.
Hot.
I pictured him sort of getting in there and not knowing what to do. It turns out that wasn't an issue. Where's your, don't you have a train station in here somewhere? Oh, yeah. It's like... Oh, wow, that's cool.
I saw the one that they had a bunch of music blocks and it played the song from Portal.
I love you, son.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's interesting because, especially as a parent, you think, boy, I really need to, limit. You just hear you have to limit his time. You have to limit their time in video games. You don't really know why, and I think that's just ridiculous now because, what is a video game anymore? When he's been playing for a couple hours and I come in and I'm like, all right, Gabe, I think you need to take a break. And I look and, he's built a functioning aqueduct. That's no joke. Like, he figured out how to get water from one place to another by building this contraption. It's like, I'm not gonna tell you to stop, you know. Parenting has changed.
We have these nice people. They're from a real film company making a real movie about Minecraft. And they're just going to be watching what we do. We're going to be doing what we normally do. We're going to be playing Minecraft. I'm going to have activities for you. You guys are going to get to do your own things. But really just we're going to be ourselves today. Kyle, yes?
I have always been a gamer. You know, I still remember the day my cousin brought over a Pong machine, and that was sort of like a life-changing moment, and I kind of grew up with computer games in my life. Right now I'm teaching our lower school technology classes, so I'm mostly working with 1st and 2nd grade. And I'm a big believer that in bringing games into the classroom. I think it gets the kids really excited about being here, being in school, being in my class.
Do you like school?
Sometimes.
Well, what's your favorite? I mean, how do you like the Minecraft stuff?
Yeah, computer is my favorite subject.
Kids are excited about games. This is where they live, you know. They go home, they play games. That's what they're excited to talk about with their friends. It's this generation.
Do you have a computer or Wii? Or?
Yeah, we have a
Computer,
Wii and an
Xbox,
Xbox.
a PS3.
My older brother has a PlayStation.
I mean, they're talking about doing well in a class and leveling up. I mean, this is where they live. This is kind of where their mental headspace is. And when I started playing Minecraft this past summer, I just, there was just such amazing amounts of potential that I really knew that I had to try to make it work and find a way to bring this into my classroom. I'm gonna break you guys into groups, and each group is gonna make their own house out of these different materials. Max is off and running, making some tools.
Guys, I'll make doors first. In the desert. Oh, I see it.
You got it.
Where?
See the pyramid?
Yeah, it's so short.
You guys like the game?
Yeah.
It is really, really fun.
Well, like, it's kind of like a free world. It's not like New York City, like with all the traffic and all the...
I'm able to dream up these different worlds and different adventures that the kids can have that I think they're going to get something out of, that they're going to have, that's going to have some lasting value for them.
Well, Minecraft is basically another version of your life, except it's a magical version.
Lots of great teamwork today. And I had a lot of really positive feedback. Our network administrator told me really early on, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen done in all my years of working in schools. Then the teachers who are not gamers, I guess they would kind of scratch their heads and they'd say, that's nice, Joel. I'm glad you're doing something fun with the kids. But once I would get them in the room for 5 minutes, once they would see just how excited and how engaged the kids were, almost every one of these teachers would walk out of the room a believer that I was really onto something here.
Not sure I fully understand. I'm not sure I understand it at all, to be honest with you.
When I first saw this game, I thought, wow, this is really pixely. And this reminds me of my Atari 800 days. And I couldn't believe that the kids were satisfied with the graphics. But they don't even seem to notice that part of it.
Do you like playing Minecraft?
It's awesome. It's so much fun. That's the only part I don't like. Listening to everyone talk about it all the time.
The kids come in and you literally have to rip their hands off of the keyboard.
You don't like listening to everyone talk about it all the time?
It's annoying. And I love to talk about it.
You two still manage to get along, even though he talks about Minecraft all the time?
No. Yeah.
But let's remember there's things that they can do in Minecraft that they can't do in the real world. I mean, I can't drop a bunch of kids in a forest and tell them to build a shelter in real life. And even if it's not quite real life, they're thinking, well, what would I do in this situation? What must it be like to build a castle on top of a mountain and try to fortify it? What must it be like to explore a jungle? What must it be like to farm and raise crops? I mean, these are things they can do in the game. And then if a teacher's able to spend a little time customizing it, setting up these scenarios, the potential is limitless.
With the teaching, we're going to go talk to the Minecraft teacher in New York.
Okay, yeah.
We'll see him teaching the classes and things like that. I mean, is that something you ever expected would come with the game?
No.
I think his nickname's Notch. Oh yeah, Notch. Nacho, you're a great man.
Notch.
Nacho.
I think the person would be very, like, smart to make Minecraft. I think he likes adventures.
I actually look forward to 15 years from now when these kids are well, not my age necessarily, I'm a bit older than that, but when they're grown up, and to have a conversation with someone, it's like, what, you worked on Minecraft? Well, not really, but I sat next to the guy who did. Because just like you're saying, some of the games when you play when you were young, it's just, they stick with you. And it's going to be that with Minecraft as well. It's going to be awesome to hear that in 15, 20 years, talking to people. And it's also going to be very fun to see what Minecraft means at that point. So, yeah, well, I'm very much looking forward to that.
It's going to be interesting, because they're going to be looking back on it nostalgically in like 10 years from now.
Oh, that's a scary thought. Yeah, that means we really need to do it right.
So much to do and not much time until the release date. And I was kind of joking that the release date that we were told, it's not really a release date. It's like, well, it's more like an aim. But Carl didn't agree. He said it's going to be released that day regardless. So my attempt to push it a little failed.
Hey, what's up, sir?
Going?
Good.
Oh, Geoff, you look like a rock star, man. Jesus. Crazy. I don't feel like one.
It's going good. I'm a bit stressed out. Definitely the pressure is increasing in the team, I would say.
I need to finish this, so I'm really focused on it. So right now it doesn't feel like we'll ever work on something new, but I have all these ideas that I want to try. And I've actually spoken to Jens, and he would be willing to take over the head of Minecraft, and he's really good at it. So I feel comfortable that there's someone who could do a very good job at it. But right now it feels like I'm gonna keep working on Minecraft forever, but we'll see.
I'm very excited about it being done because it's like a milestone. I think that we were really worth celebrating. It's like, yeah. Now you've made it, this game, now it's finished. So yeah, I don't think it's sad like that. I mean, maybe, I don't know how long this game will live and be popular, but maybe when it fades, then you would feel a bit sad, like, oh yeah, and be nostalgic, like, oh, remember when it was so popular, But no, it definitely doesn't feel like that. I think it will keep gaining. So.
Oh yeah, another bug. The bow doesn't get damaged when you use it. We're just taking today as a final polish day.
We have a few reported crash bugs that we can't reproduce. So it's like we would like to fix them, we don't know how.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous because mostly because they're gonna be hopefully reviews, and those are gonna give the game a score, and then you can say no, this game is 5% less good than Super Mario Galaxy or something.
Here's a bug. Redstone torches randomly burn out and never recover. Okay, where do I start? I have no idea. So. Oh, so fun this is. Oh, there we go. No, that's right, correct. Ah, damn it. Ah. I'll mark this as can't reproduce.
So you said you just sent the game off?
Yeah, I put it on USB sticks,
Mhm.
and then I sent the final like zip file to Tobias, so you can make the upload script. Now it's, I don't know, 20 minutes past 3, and I have 1.5 days to go until we go to Minecon. So I figured I'd play with Legos.
It's a bit weird because I still feel like I probably should still be polishing stuff because it's stuff to polish, but I don't want to risk there being new bugs, so we're not doing that. And I'm super nervous about the flight. Not nervous, more like giddy or something. Like I can't wait until the flight goes.
See you guys tomorrow.
Good. See you then.
So I think he just feels that, okay, I can't do anything more now, it's done, and we're going to Vegas. So I think that's why he's giddy, and I started to feel that as well. So probably tomorrow, I'm going to lock down the Scrolls version to tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to just kick back and put my feet up, play some virtual tennis 4, and go out and have a beer with Marcus, and just cool down before the trip to Vegas.
It took a whole truck to get yeah. It was very cool.
There's been talk about 5,000 people. I don't think there's going to be that many, but who knows? Yes. Doesn't work at all.
We only have a few more minutes left, so we really do want to thank all of y'all for coming here. This has been the highlight for us of this past year and of what Minecraft has done for all of us.
Because Minecon is finally released, it's the end times. No one thought it would ever happen.
Yes.
It's Minecon. So it's Minecraft.
Yeah, sorry, that's okay.
I got your game wrong.
Yeah,
I played it a few times.
Yeah, I heard you did, yeah.
Yeah.
You're still learning.
Yeah. I'm still.
I guess just to close out, I think you're obviously idolized by a lot of. I'm sure that must make you feel kind of weird at times, but you're obviously idolized by a lot of indie developers and people that want to make games. They look at what you've done as a kind of success story.
you went from being a guy making an indie game to a guy that can have 5,000 people come out to a convention to see it. So do you have any words of advice to people out there that are, trying to become, an indie developer?
I think the best advice I can give everyone is don't listen to advice. But if you are going to listen to advice, then making sure you actually do something is a good advice. If you just sit around planning something and not doing it, you're not actually going to get anywhere.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's a good. Yeah. Cool.
We good?
Yep.
Great. Awesome.
I'm actually not doing it, but maybe I fall on the stairs or something.
This is how it's gonna look like. What it's gonna look like when people are entering. So there'll be the music on. The lights will be low like this. Everything's gonna get dark for the Hat Films video.
It's kind of like I said, how I feel the game deserves a 6 or 7. I do realize it's probably going to get higher scores than that, but I don't really dare hope for that, because to me it's there's so much more that could be done to the game. It's not really finished yet, and I don't think it's ever going to be. Yeah, it sounds like the closing ceremony is starting. Yeah. No pressure, yeah. It's very overwhelming. I mean, the reason I started working on Minecraft and kept working on it was because of people playing it. And it's the reason we started the company, because there are fans. And now we have like 5,000 people here just for the game, for Minecraft, and that's...
We are so thankful that you guys traveled from all over, literally the world. We have people from all different countries here celebrating with us to be part of the official release. And we are so grateful and absolutely humbled that you would come all this way for this game that this team has been working on. But now, for the moment that you have all been waiting for,
Yeah, 2011 was probably the weirdest year of my life. It feels like a blur now when I think back at it. So much happened. I can't even describe it. The weirdest year of my life.
It's really hard, this summing up things, it's because there's so much that has happened. And at the same time trying to work, and then of course manage the family back home, and we had some illness in the family as well. We're trying to balance that, and it was almost too much in 1 year, I have to say.
Let me show you around. Watch out. So yeah, right as we enter, this is where sort of everyone will sit and work. A bar will be over there. Next to it will be a pool table. Actually, we'll have the logo on that wall too.
The logo? Okay.
Yeah, the logo on that wall. Cool. Over here is the Marcus and Jacob's room. They'll have their own soundproof room. Be good. It's really hard to really get your head around everything and summarize, but obviously it's been the most amazing year of my life.
Just going from sitting in a shitty apartment, working on things that I hate, and absolutely seeing no future for myself aside from the few fleeting moments of glory that I had, posting some pixel art online, going from that to actually, traveling around the world and meeting, fans and stuff like that. It's been a pretty wild ride.
A lot of things happened last year. We recently changed Minecraft's front page, so it has my Twitter account instead of Notch's. So that's, I don't know, one difference.
So yeah, slightly before Minecraft, I asked Jens to take over as the new game developer, lead developer of Minecraft, and I left the game, and now Jens is doing it.
We sat down and made a plan in the beginning of last year, and that is we still use the same plan because we only got halfway through that list.
I mean, I think we should be able to do this in half a year, which means we won't, but at least that's kind of the base guesstimate.
I barely talk to him at all about Minecraft. It's when sometimes I ask him small things, but he said he didn't want to interfere, and he has definitely not.
Well, it's a relief and kind of a curse, because I won't ever be able to top that. It's a bit of a relief not to work on something that big, because I think I've done lots of soul searching that I'd rather work on something smaller. Like, because I made Minecraft kind of for myself, and that's the kind of games I want to make. But now there are so many kids playing it and parents playing it, and I can't really understand that audience. So it feels like there's a huge responsibility to keep a child safe and make sure the parents can actually use it the way they want to use it with their kids and stuff. So I'd rather actually work on something where I kind of understand the audience more.
So after Minecraft came out, the launch was a huge success, and then he handed the development off to one of his colleagues. I began to hear whispers that, oh, he's just counting his money now, or he's not really that into making games anymore. And this struck me as strange, because it didn't really seem to fit with the guy that I had met a couple of times and interacted with over email and what have you. And he seemed to me like somebody who's he loved doing this kind of thing. And it was comforting and it was exciting to find out that those whispers were wrong when his next game, which I'm still not even sure how to pronounce, was announced. And to find out very quickly thereafter that it is potentially as insane as Minecraft was conceptually.
Yeah, I kind of burnt out towards the end of Minecraft from just the pressure of releasing it, and I realized I was going to move on and all that, and then I started getting really inspired to make games, and started doing the space game. And it feels like kind of the beginning of Minecraft. It's kind of this, you don't really know what the game is going to be. It's kind of slightly scary because it could be something completely different from what you thought, and it might not be fun at all. It might be super fun, and so it's very inspiring. I'm pretty sure Bethesda doesn't have a trademark called Tend to Deceive. Damn it, I pronounced it. Damn it! Damn it! I think I could put this out now if I wanted to, but it's not really fun yet. So once it's kind of at the point where I will get lost for an hour instead of developing, then that's probably when I'm going to release it. I guess I'm kind of afraid of the fans being disappointed with the new game. I mean, it's a space game. It's not like a fantasy chopping game or whatever.
Well, the first big challenge, the challenge to success, and the challenge of expectations, and is that when you're the new kid on the block, no one has formed any expectations from you whatsoever, and then when you way exceeded people's expectations, asking someone to do that again is really tough.
Usually what happens in a successful situation is that the person, the sophomore slump kind of thing, or like blows it all. I mean, if this was music, they'd blow it on crack and and hookers. But I don't think, and he's getting married, and like it doesn't seem like that kind of guy. But at the same time, like stay focused on the thing you're trying to do, and don't worry about all the kind of what I call weather, right? Like you just can't can't control. It's gonna storm. It's not whatever. Lightning strikes. Sometimes it doesn't. Do all of the variables you can control. And that's the quality of the game.
I've often felt creatively it's key to have a really bad memory and to forget what you did last and really start off each project like it's your first one in a way. And I feel like the trick is to do that almost every time. Just like go back to the beginning and really treat each project like your first project and start from scratch again and not worry too much about what people are expecting or want from you. But go back to the same place that gave you your first idea. That you didn't get your first idea by listening to some advice from a publisher, or you just you followed what you loved and cared about, and followed your what really inspired you, and that's where your idea came from, and that's what you should do every time.
Sorry about the coughing.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry that.
Yeah, it's just I had a cold, and then I talk too much and don't breathe enough, and that's what happens.
Cool.
Okay.
We should probably try to wrap up.
Yeah.
Before we
all right.
Get stampeded.
Okay.
But I think we can. Yeah, we'll talk more later.
Okay. Yeah. I think we'll have lots of time.
I don't think so. I mean, I'll talk forever. So like, it's.
So we gotta start with something.
Yeah.
I'd still like you to show us the game, and we can.
You guys should play.
Too, yeah. I'll say.
That's a clapperboard, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Awesome. I wasn't even hot. Like it didn't even.
Shut up.
What? I mean, it's not like we were moving around or anything.
Packed
Oh yeah.
between you two guys.
Minecraft. Wait, it's an M. Minecraft. Feel free to use that for your logo for your movie. Minecraft. What are you calling it anyway?
For the movie?
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Where do you get your ideas?
And the arrangement of the words.
Okay. Get bad with words, that's everyone.
There should be enough in there to do something.
Okay. Great.